Hi friends, it's Aaron here from the Y on Earth community, and I'm so excited. Today we're going to do an unboxing with some very special product from our sponsor Purium. So here we go, let's see what we got. This is for the 40-day challenge that I am doing personally with Purium, and this is all part of the Purium Gives program. And one of the really wonderful things about the company is that they have a special program for nonprofit organizations where they provide a number of additional features and incentives basically to the nonprofits and to the communities being served by the nonprofits. So now the Y on Earth community is one of those that are part of the program. So to give you an idea of what the Purium Gives program does for all of us, basically when you go to ishoppurium.com, you can use the code YONEARTH to get immediately a $50 discount off your first order, or 25% off, whichever gives you greater savings. Additionally, every single time you place an order with Purium, 20% of your purchase will go to the Y on Earth community in the form of a donation to the 501c3 nonprofit. So this is a fabulous way for you to support the ongoing work we're doing through Y on Earth and to get some wonderful benefits and discounts when you get products from Purium. Additionally, again, by using the code YONEARTH at iShopPurium, you'll get 25% off of all your monthly orders and 15% off any periodic orders you might place. When you're a returning customer, you'll get free shipping. And anytime you place an order over $250, even if it's random or occasional, you'll get a full 25% off of that. So this is all through iShopPurium, Purium.com. So now let's see what we got in here. I'm really excited to get this underway. It is early March, and we've got here, this is the Power Shake that has a variety of certified organic plant-based ingredients: rice bran, spirulina, oat, millet, carrot juice powder, wheatgrass, amaranth, alfalfa, and so on and so forth. Each one of these is organic. There's chia in there, quinoa, amazing ingredients. One of the things I like a lot about Purium is that they are sourcing certified organic plant-based ingredients. And I gotta tell you, many of you know I've worked in the food and the agriculture space for over 20 years now. My first job in high school actually was working at an Alfalfa's in South Denver, one of the natural food stores. And I've never really participated in one of these peer-to-peer or network marketing opportunities like Purium. And I've always been a bit skeptical. And when I first heard about Purium, I thought, you know, that may not be for me, that may not be my cup of tea. Pun intended, I guess. I am drinking a little Earl Grey this afternoon. Can't tell if you can see out the window here, but we are having one of these wonderful early March snowstorms. I think it's in the single digits outside, so it's nice to have a little tea going. Anyhow, when I learned more and more about Purium, I realized these guys are not only committed to the purity and potency of the products, but also to the organic cultivation methods that are obviously so important to creating a world of stewardship and sustainability together. So the kit for the 40-day program I'm doing comes with two of those Power Shake items. It comes with these fun mix up your own shake. I always kind of wondered what these little springy things are for. Now I know that helps stir it all up each morning when you have that. Comes with a really nice concentrated tart cherry that helps with part of the radical absorbance capacity is what they call it. That's a really nice piece. There's a super amino, again, plant-based protein specifically for vegans, which I'm not. And then The Biome Medic is core to this as well, and I've actually used a bottle of this in previous months. That was my first exposure to using any Purium product. And this Biome Medic is not only great in terms of the probiotic enhancements that help boost the microbiome in our guts, it is also part of a study that Purium commissioned, a medical study that looked at how that product will remove glyphosate from our digestive systems, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Then there's this Super Cleanse R, which I'll be doing at the final 10 days of the 40-day program. So got about 30 days to go. So a couple more Biomedic and Super Amino jars there. So that's the 40-day kit. And of course it also came with this little tape measure. And that's so fun because I'm actually, I've measured my girth just the other day to get my baseline to see how I compare before and after these 40 days. So iShopPurium.com, it's a great way to support the Y on Earth community and to get these products for you, for yourself and your loved ones. And I wanted to mention, you know, in Y on Earth, the research that went into putting this together had us dedicate the first section of the book, the whole section basically to how we're doing food and beverage and the connection between soil and gut and microbiome. Specifically those chapters at the beginning that are called Grow, Harvest, Cook, and Eat get into the importance of organics, of maintaining very healthy soil culture and making sure we're maintaining very healthy gut culture. In this day and age, there is so much broad scale application of poisons, especially glyphosate, into the agricultural system. We are effectively poisoning ourselves through most of the conventional foods that are available en masse out there. So this is one of the ways we can help detoxify ourselves. And additionally, what I like about the product so far is that when I'm traveling to give talks or workshops, this all can travel very easily with me. And sometimes I go to communities that are true food deserts and don't have much. The healthiest thing might be a little bit of nuts at the convenience store. And so this is a great way to carry additional organic nourishment with me when I'm traveling and don't have easy access to the organic and the biodynamic produce that I ordinarily enjoy. Before closing out, I wanted to share with you that Purium went the extra mile here and actually commissioned a medical study looking at how the glyphosate is removed by Biome Medic. And the researchers included the principal investigator, James Blum, PhD, and then the chief medical director is Matthew Popkin, MD. You can get all this on the Purium website, iShopPurium.com. And in here, they go into the rationale and the background, what's going on with glyphosate, and I wanted to share two quick things with you. They say that medical science has come to recognize that gut health is crucial to overall health, especially chronic diseases. Chronic diseases such as obesity, insulin resistance, diabetes, metabolic syndrome spectrum, ischemic heart disease, arthritis, irritable bowel, and related gut syndromes, dementia, Alzheimer's, and associated cognitive dysfunction, peripheral and central neurological conditions including multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, palsies, hepatic, renal, pulmonary, and many autoimmune conditions have been shown to be related to systemic inflation, and in turn, inflation is connected to gut biome and gut health. I know that's a mouthful, but it's so important. How many of our friends and loved ones are already dealing with these kinds of issues? They go on to say that the gut biome is made up of a precise balance of commensal and probiotic intestinal bacterial strains inhabiting the finger-like villi of the single layer of intestinal epithelial cells that separates the intestinal lumen from the rest of the body. The space between these cells is sealed by tight junctions that regulate the permeability of the intestinal barrier. These tight junctions are complex structures that maintain the integrity of the gut barrier and are one of the main sites of damage in a compromised gut. The gut is where most of our nutrients are absorbed. The gut is the entry point for most of the body's toxins and therefore the primary site for detoxification. 70 to 80% of our immune system is in our gut, so even small levels of gut dysfunction can have a huge impact on our immune function, which is needed to prevent infection, fight cancer, and maintain overall health. They go on to say, it is well documented by basic research scientists that glyphosate is toxic to humans and other animals in several ways. Glyphosate inhibits the biosynthesis of aromatic amino acids, tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. These amino acids are paramount to numerous metabolic pathways. The German Federal Institute for Risk Assessment has concluded glyphosate is a risk for the development of non-Hodgkin lymphoma. The World Health Organization Agency for Research on Cancer has classified glyphosate 2A, probably carcinogen to humans. However, and this is notable, several American organizations have not classified glyphosate as significantly toxic. Now, this was as of a couple of years ago, so that's changing. That's good news. So they go on to explain how they conducted this test. It's a preliminary test. And the final conclusion, this is important to read, it says this: in an effort to prove the efficacy of our biomedic product, which is a compound of 4 individual ingredients, the company undertook a limited supervised study in the form of a double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial following IRB guidelines and supervised by respected clinicians. While the results were promising, the study results are only an indicator that further, broader, more in-depth, and longer-term studies are warranted. The limitations of the study include the small number, 8 out of an initial 20, of subjects and the limited time, which is 6 weeks. The company plans to conduct further, more in-depth studies to confirm the results. So, great that they share that resource on their website. Obviously, a whole lot more our scientific community hopefully will be doing in these regards. With respect to these poisons in particular, we've been applying to agricultural landscapes, soils, crops. We've got to stop the poison. And it's just such a joy to share with you all that one of the ways you can enhance your own health and support the Y on Earth community is by participating in this Purium Gives program. I shop Purium.com, use the code Y on Earth. Again, it's $50 or 25% off your first order, whichever is giving you the greater savings and some other ongoing benefits. I want to finally thank Aaron Entlich from Purium for getting all this set up with us. Katie Garces, our good friend and board member at Y on Earth, who made the connection initially. And of course, Katie's been on the podcast. And Dr. Dana McGrady, the naturopath doctor, who was on our podcast a while back as well, talking about the importance of gut health and the connection between our gut microbiome and taking good care of the soil microbiome in our agricultural systems. So thanks everybody. I'm excited to be underway now with this 40-day program I'll be checking out, and I'll be in touch and giving you guys a few updates over the next couple weeks as this unfolds. Here's to your health. Here's to massively mobilizing stewardship and sustainability. And here's to helping create a world and a future together that we can all feel really good about. Take care.